Narcissists like Gypsy Rose, they want you to forget about what happened. They want you to forget about what they did to you. And you see her using her social media platform to try to create this narrative that what she did doesn't exist. She's removed everything from her page. It's freaking wild. And after she removed everything from her page, what does she do? She puts on this "I'm such a great mother" narrative. All her posts have been removed, and everything since then has been nothing but about her being a mother. The taquito and taco and burrito shirts, her purchasing that $500 stroller, her telling us about the baby tools that she doesn't want to use anymore, her making Aurora a portrait for the house, her singing. All of these things are designed to take your attention away from her bad behavior and put it back on something positive, like motherhood. It's out of the classic narcissistic handbook. Because if I can make you forget about all the bad things that I did by highlighting all of the good things that I'm doing, you might actually see me as a good person rather than the actual person that I am, that I just showed you who I was 2 days ago. Because if you see the truth about who Gypsy is, it ruins the fantasy that she's built around her entire image. Narcissists like Gypsy Rose rely on control, manipulation, and distorted reality. Distorted reality is her putting things online, like calling Ryan out, that terrible apology video, and then deleting it because in her mind, if it's not online, it didn't happen. And that's what she wants everyone else to believe too. If it's not online, it didn't happen. This helps her to avoid accountability. We know Gypsy does not like being accountable. And if you remember her behavior, then she'd have to face consequences. And she doesn't want to do that because narcissists hate facing consequences, right? Just like she told Dr. Phil when she was arrested for unaliving her own mother, "I don't think I should have gotten as many years as I got." Like, girl, you plotted a terrible, brutal crime against your own mother and you only got 10 years. Like, you should have been singing your praises for 10 years. Because most people who premeditate a crime like that get life in prison. Her acting like nothing happened, like I said, is to protect her image, whether it's for her own self-importance or for everyone else's perception of her. It's always to protect her image. Gypsy needs everyone to believe that she's the good guy, the victim, the genius, whatever role she is trying to play, because she's always trying to play a role. And you remembering the bad things that they do threatens that image. And her gaslighting is her weapon. By making you doubt your own memory, she weakens your grip on reality. If you can't trust your own memory, then she's able to rewrite history. And that's how she's able to manipulate her dad into believing that her mother said and did all these horrible things about her own father. Because I'm sure in those early years, whenever Gypsy was being able to spend time with Rod, a lot of those visits, he was probably under the influence. And when you're under the influence, it's going to be hard for you to remember everything that happened. So this gives Gypsy the upper hand in portraying that he was this terrible person, even around her as a young child, because he is probably not going to remember that some of the things that she's saying happened didn't actually happen. And this gives her power and control over the narrative about how Gypsy remembers their relationship to be, which further causes him to feel bad about not being there, not being the type of influence that he should have been, and allows her to continue to be a victim. And when she goes and deletes content like she does, this is a way of her resetting the narcissistic cycle, because the narcissistic abuse cycle follows a pattern. It's idealization, devaluation, discard, hoover. Right now, she's in the hoover stage. She's trying to get us all back engaging in her content and believing that she's just this good, caring mother who is doting on her baby. How dare we try to act like she's a terrible person because of what she did yesterday? That happened yesterday, remember? Let's move on. It's a new day. That was so 10 years ago. Because in short, you remembering is a threat to her control. So she's trying to convince everybody that it didn't happen by deleting, distorting everyone's memory. But what she doesn't seem to remember is that the internet isn't what it was 10 years ago. Everybody can screen record, download, and share everything that she does, which means that she's not going to have a lot of success in actually getting people to forget the things that she does like she wants them to. Why? Because we're able to download those videos and share them without her knowledge, without her permission, and without her being able to actually do anything about it. Don't let the narcissist hoover you back into this abusive cycle. Believe them when they show you that they are not a good person. She has been telling us for the last 10 years that she's not a good person, that she can't be trusted. She committed matricide. Trust and believe that good people don't go out committing crimes. Not like that. And I'm sorry, there is absolutely no excuse in this world for unaliving another person unless you are actively in the middle of a crime, meaning you are trying to protect yourself. She was not trying to protect herself in that moment. Her mother was in her bed asleep. She could have gotten up and walked out the door. She stole $4,000, and when her and Nicholas got to Nicholas's home in Waukesha, Wisconsin, she was stealing mac and cheese. Like, why are you stealing mac and cheese when you just stole $4,000 out of your mom's safe after you brutally unalived her? That's the kind of person that we're dealing with. Don't believe she's anything else. Y'all, you see this above my eye? I told you the other day I was taking the plug off of my van and it fell down and it hit me in the eye. I have a black eye. I didn't even notice. You can tell it's starting to heal. Anyways, these are all my thoughts and opinions. And yeah, follow, like, share, turn on those notification bells, do all the things, because the more that we expose Gypsy's narcissistic personality traits, the less likely she will be able to manipulate and hurt anyone else.